What if I told you we made a whole video ad using 0 cameras, 0 actors or actresses, and in less than 20 minutes? Guys, this is the process that we go through all the time at the AdWizard agency, okay, using tools like ChatGPT, an amazing tool that we love to use called ArcAds, to create UGCs for 0 cost in less than 20 minutes. Not only that, but we're going to go through some of the live results in the Meta Ads Manager, so you can see how this methodology and ArcAds perform as a tool for yourself. What's going on, guys? It's about Jared here with a come back at you with a brand new video. And today I'm pulling out the curtain on the exact methodology that we use at the AdWizard agency in order to build high-performing scripts, and then utilizing one of our favorite tools, ArcAds, in order to create the AI UGC using that highly resonant script, guys. I'm going to go through the step-by-step process, exactly how we do this, and show you the best bits and the tips and tricks that we like to use in ArcAds. You can also create AI UGC using highly converting ad scripts for yourself. When you can do AI UGC right, it becomes an unfair advantage, and we're going to show you exactly what we do, how to create AI UGC ads at the fraction of traditional shoots and video editor costs. So guys, this is your fast track to building an AI content machine that scales with you and not against you. If you're on the fence about AI ad content or stuck using weak UGC ads, this one is for you guys. So stick around, guys. We're gonna get into it today. Okay, guys, so today you will learn how to write scripts that truly resonate with your customer persona, how to convert these scripts into amazingly powerful, highly converting AI UGC ads using one of our favorite tools, ArcAds AI, and how they've performed, showing the exact results in the Meta Ad Manager itself. So guys, grab your coffees and grab your hats. It's time to spin out some ad magic. Hey guys, so I'm going to go through our main foundational tools that we utilize in order to make this work. Now, if you haven't checked out already, I've done a video on how to create amazing buyer persona profiles, okay? A lot better than just a psychoanalysis or a psychographic from your customer. Okay guys, so I'm going to be looking at the foundational tools that we use in order to make this work. I'm going to go through all of these different tools and then a step-by-step guide on how we use them all to create an amazing and high-performing AI UGC ad in ArcAds. So we need to create a script first, then we can feed into ArcAds, but we need to make sure that the script that we have is highly performing as well. So how are we going to do this, guys? Like I said, there are some foundational creative tools that we use. First one is customer personas. If you want to watch a video on how we create customer or buyer personas, okay, a lot more vigorously than the typical or normal buyer persona, a lot of the time way too basic to what we need. If you want to use and learn the methodology that we use that actually moves the needle with each customer, when we look at priority initiatives, we look at the success factors, perceived barriers, buyer's journey, and the decision criteria, each of these customer personas, okay, we need to identify who we're talking to in our business, okay? We need to look at have these people in the heart of our decision making, okay? As much as it is the data, it's also customer centric, okay? We're building businesses for our customers. So we need to look at our customer, and what we're going to do, we're going to use our customer profile, okay? We're going to use our brand tone of voice, which we're going to go through next. And then we're going to use both of those to create different hooks and angles that could work for that customer persona. Okay. And then create scripts, hooks and angles that could work for that customer's persona along with the script of that ad. Okay. And then we're going to, like I said, going to feed that script into ArcAds within minutes and a fraction of the cost. We will have an AI UGC ad that is using a script that is highly resonant to your customer. Okay, so baseline one, guys, is looking at your customer, understanding your customer, and all important factors of the customer journey and the decision-making factors. Okay, so we got to look at that. Like I said, I'm going to stick the card up again in the top corner if you want to learn how we create customer personas like this that are highly resonant to a business. Now, guys, the next thing you want to look at is your brand tone of voice. Okay, you need to look at the brand tone of voice document and also utilize this within our script writing to ensure that we're using terminology that's highly resonant to our customer, but also very resonant to our brand. Okay, if we have any ways of talking, if there's certain styles or certain communicative styles that your brand has that you know resonates with your customer, okay, we need to also use this as part of our foundational tools. Okay, so step number one is using customer persona models. Step number two is using amazingly detailed and high crafted tone of voice document that goes through your exact brand tone of voice. Now, guys, another tip or trick that I would recommend, this is a side tip, we don't necessarily have to do this, but I would highly recommend doing this, okay, is looking at other businesses that are operating in your space or in your industry to see what type of ads they're running, okay? You may get some ideas, some signals, some understandings of what works well for them, of ads that you could emulate yourself for your business, okay, and try and piggyback off the learnings of other businesses. We can see all of the ads that are connected to a page, which means that we can look and study the ads of other competitors and see what ads have been running the longest again, we can understand what works well for them already. So really, really highly advantageous, guys, to go and check your competitor ads as well to see what is working. Maybe you might find that a lot of static image ads are working, for example. A lot of animation-based case studies, as an example, work really well, right? So you may see, oh, okay, maybe if these particular ads, they may also want to look at those specific styles, because you could also utilize this methodology and create a testimonial case study, and then using B-roll and things like this in order to create that ad, create that journey, and allow people to see the journey that they can expect through the case study, through that piece of content. So, guys, like I said, this is just an example, but look at the competitors and see what kind of ads they're running, what kind of messaging they're using, what kind of hooks and angles and UGCs and different ad types that they're using as well. Use that to further your understanding as to what you can do with your ad. Okay, guys, and what you might like to do then is export each of these elements. You've got your customer persona document, you've got your tone of voice, export them as PDFs, and then import them into ChatGPT and prompt it in order to generate you high-performing scripts, okay? It's also really, really important to remember which level of the customer journey you are talking to in your scripts, okay? The example that we're going to go through here, we are focused on middle of funnel, okay? Middle of funnel, pain points and objections, okay? This customer already knows what the solution is that they are looking for us as the potential solution. They're in the middle of the funnel and we need to edge them down into the bottom of funnel, right? And so what do? Well, we create scripts that tells them why we're the solution, handles any objections, and utilize different hooks than what we might use, for example, at the top of funnel. So people who have never heard of you before, okay? These are different types of hooks that you're using. When in this example, we're focused on middle of funnel, like I said. So really, really important to look at your customer persona and then specify now in your script writing using your prompts which level of the funnel you will be wanting your script for. Okay, so within these examples, we can drag and drop the PDF versions of those documents, those foundational tools, drop them as a PDF into a GPT, and then we can prompt it. Okay, and you might say, for example, in a prompt here, what interesting hooks would grab customer persona that we could use in the opening hook of our ad. Okay, and then it's going to generate a selection of them. You can then choose which ones you have conviction in first, which ones that you'd like to prioritize. Okay, let's focus on these opening hooks. Now write me a script that goes with this particular hook. Okay, here's an example script. If you can feed it in an example script of another UGC ad that you may have run before. Okay, so utilize an example, feed it an example. Here's an example script. And then when it's generated that, you can say, can you create me a new script starting with the other hook that you mentioned, or hook B that you mentioned, for example, right? So then you can go through and create a bunch of different scripts and then read them. And we can test all of these, guys. Okay, super, super easy and super simple to create AI UGC ads. We can test all of these scripts and see which performs better. Okay, and we can generate these UGC ads with ArcAds AI in minutes, guys. So I'm going to go through this super, super powerful stuff. Okay, from customer persona. So make sure that you got your tone of voice down, to use prompts to write interesting hooks and angles and build those interesting scripts, those high-performing scripts. What you then can also do that we like to do at that stage, is because we already have the script there and we have the GPT open, is what we can do is we can say, thanks GPT, based on this script, can you write us 3 different types of ad copy that can support this UGC video using a variety of proven copy frameworks? Okay, you do that, and then GPT is also going to generate the ad copy that will support this video using the script, using the customer persona. So it knows exactly who you're talking to and you've trained it on that particular customer. So really, really cool, guys. That's just an added little extra tip. You can go and create your headline text, your ad copy, the description text, all those things now after you have generated the script. Okay, guys, but now we're going to go to ArcAds AI, one of our favorite tools at the AdWizard agency, to do this very, very easy, very seamlessly. Now that we have our scripts, guys, I'm going to show you exactly how we create our UGC ad using AI actors and actresses with ArcAds.ai. Hit me a comment down below if you got any questions. Guys, what I love about ArcAds is its affordability, okay? As you can see here, it's very, very cost effective. Okay, if you get it from a yearly, but also from a monthly perspective, how much you'll be saving on UGC actors and actresses. And I'm going to show you why this is a good move to make. It seems like a high price to pay, guys, but not only how much would it cost to hire actors and actresses individually and manage them individually, okay, versus spending here on these credits that ArcAds have. And what we're going to do now, guys, is where we're going to hack around some things and test some things out for ourselves. And I'm going to go through a step-by-step walkthrough from the top to the bottom so that you can see exactly what we did to create amazing, highly converting AI UGC ads. First of all, you will need to add the details of the product you'll be winning with on our ads, and then you will arrive on the user dashboard. Now, guys,
Argas has lots and lots of amazing new features, and I'm not going to go through every single one of them with you right now, but I'm going to go through and we're going to create a AI UGC ad based on our AI UGC scripts that we generated earlier. So this is going to super exciting, guys. Super awesome. Okay, so the new AI-driven feature is something that is yet to be tested by the Ad Wizard team. We're going to be today looking at target actors and actresses. First of all, we're going to try and find something that emulates and resembles this. There are lots of examples to choose from. The amazing Arcades team have been heavily building on this technology for a long time, on this technology, and they have delivered these amazing tools that will allow you to build AI UGC ads in next to no time. Guys, these are all of the different actors and actresses that you can use, and here on the left hand side you can also narrow these down. Okay, so obviously we want females for this particular campaign because that is who our target market is, and we're looking for customers that resemble this persona. Here we want to select this is going to be a young adult, okay, and then we're going to scroll down and find a suitable candidate for our campaign. You can filter these down from most popular to newly added. Guys, you can even scroll by the situation in terms of the location where they are situated.
What you can do also is you can add the heart button, right? So you can go back and select your favorites as you're scrolling through. You can say, oh, I like that one, I like this one, and you can select your top picks for which UGC creator you'd like to use, and then you can select this in the favorites section of Art Ads.
But before we go anywhere else, anything new here? Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss any more important updates. We are here many times a week to help business owners, online advertisers, and digital marketeers get the best from their online advertising, paid media, and digital marketing strategies. But without further ado, let's get on with the video.
Okay guys, so once you have your UGC, create your top UGC actors selected as your favorites, you're going to want to create your UGC ad. And I'm just going to start with this one here. We're going to select add actors, and we're going to go into our script, okay guys, because we're going to select our UGC script right now. As you can see here, we've got lots and lots of different scripts that we're going to be testing, and we're going to be testing some of these. So the first one that we're going to be doing, and for this particular example, we're going to be using this one right here. So ladies, how many notes have you lost wondering how many? We're going to be using this script right here, and what we're going to be doing is adding this script directly into here, okay? So what we could do is we can add in emotion. If we want to here, type in emotion. Okay, so we can guide our ads into how it reads. Okay, so the text to speech is a really good way that you can fine tune this. And what you can do with this particular clip, before we generate the final video, okay guys, we need to fine tune, and we use the audio to gauge the preview of the video itself. Okay, so within this, what we need to do is we play the video as it is to see what it sounds like. And guys, this is a way for you to add emotion into your work. This is really like. If you don't like this, another amazing thing that you can do is to speech, where you can record yourself reading the script. Okay, so I'm just gonna do that for you guys as a little test. Ladies, how many nights have you lost wondering what he done on Instagram? I use Lulu Loyal. Just $8 a week, no logins, no alerts, the instant truth and instant peace. Tap below to start guessing, okay? So what we can do here is read out the script ourselves, and it can play the script and read it out in the AI UGC audio. Some things to bear in mind within that particular format is that it is limited to around 50 seconds. So if you wanted to record the audio for a slightly longer UGC video, then I wouldn't recommend doing it that way. Hit me a comment down below what you think sounds best. For this particular instance, guys, what I think we're going to do actually is use the text to speech, because I really like. The amazing thing, guys, with Arcades is about it. There is so many different AI components in this, and that's what makes it so special. Okay, we're not even bridging the service of what Arcades is capable right now in this example, but guys, this is what I'm going to go for. I'm going to now play around with the settings a little bit until I get the voice completely spot on. I'm going to play around with the filters so that I'm really happy with how it sounds before we press generate and use one of our credits. to generate our latest video. So right now, guys, now what we're going to do is we're going to press OK. Okay, and we're going to press generate video from this, which is going to take one of our credits, and then we're going to generate our video. Whilst we're doing that, we might like to do another version with another script to see what that will look like. And what we're going to do with this one is, because we want this one to be super short, okay, and what we're doing here is that we're using a still camera because we want actually this video to be on repeat. Okay, so guys, so we're going to use again the text, the add speech and motion, and we're going to use Archive AI to fully understand how our script should be sounding amazing. Okay, I'm just going to go into full screen mode again. So another guys. Okay, and now we're going to listen to what it sounds like. And I really like this one, guys. So we're going to use this one in promotion as well. We're going to go straight into this. We're going to generate a video on this one as well. And for the final one, guys, we're going to be using this script here. Again, running it using adds feature motion. Again, here we're going to see what it sounds like. And I really like the way that this lady is reading this particular script. So we're going to go with this one. And we're also going to generate that one. So we have 3 videos that are generating through archives.ai. Okay, guys, and now that we have waited about 30 minutes, it usually takes around 30 minutes to an hour, we have found, to generate these amazing videos. And I've also generated a couple other examples to show you guys what the other capabilities of what Archives has to offer. Okay, guys, so the first one that I want to show you, I would like to show you some of these results. Okay, so first of all, and there will be some fine tweaking with these guys. Okay, so I just want to show you some of these, okay, because I think some of these are really good straight off the back. This lady here, Mia, is using her default voice. And what's amazing here on the Archives preview is that you can see, obviously, that you can download it straight from here and you can remix it, which is that you can use this same actress. If you use another clip with her with another particular script, you can remix it straight here through the Archives tool. Okay, so that's super cool. It's not something we're going to do right now, but it's something you can also do. Okay, guys, I'm going to play you this so you can just see what's going on.
Ladies, if your intuition feels off, trust it. You deserve honesty. You're not paranoid. Your intuition is your superpower. Uncover the truth of what he's hiding on the gram.
That is pretty good, I think. Yeah. I mean, come out alone. Let me know what you think. I'm going to show you some of these other ones because some of the other capabilities that we have here, as I've shown you before. Okay. For example, there's gestures. As you see here, you have to describe the gesture. And what I used to describe the gesture was something like looking shocked and surprised with hand covering the mouth. And this is the result, you guys. Very simple, very nice. We can generate 2 of these for 1 credit using Archives, okay? So that 5-second clip, what you can do is also export 2 actresses at the same time. I mean, comment down below and let me know which one you think is best. And the final one, guys, I'm going to show you this one because I think out of all of them, this is probably the most disappointing, okay? This is the one that obviously we're toying around with the most, okay? And as they say, to get the really sweet spot on these, okay? What I should have done on this particular video after getting a feedback, guys. Okay, I'm going to carry my feedback. Had I, for example, changed the settings to something like the sweet spot, which could, for example, be more neutral, and for example, a 1 speed. Maybe if you've got a TikTok or need something slightly punchier, maybe you'd like to do a 1.2 or 1.3. Okay, either 1.1 or 1.2. Okay, I probably wouldn't go any higher than that, otherwise it would get a bit too rushed. So what we need to do is do slightly slower speed on this, especially as she is moving around, and we don't want to jam the AI up too much with as unrealistic motions and speed. You want the stability around 0.5, what has been recommended. Similarity is default also at 0.75x. Okay, probably wouldn't change that. And the style exaggeration, I think you can get to around 3.3 or 3.4. Apparently is the good and sweet spot for this as well. So that maybe 3.35, and let's listen to what that sounds like.
I use Lululemon, just $8 a week, no login, no alert. Institute.
So I've just added a script here. We're going to see what it sounds like.
Lady, how many of us have lost sleep wondering what he's really doing?
And then we're going to add the emotion AI as well. And then we're going to listen to see what it sounds like.
Ladies, how many of us have lost sleep wondering what he's really doing on Instagram? It's not about being blurry, Narlo. It's about knowing your worth and not letting lies steal your peace. I found Lulu Loyal, $8 a week, no logins, no alerts.
I like this one a lot, okay? And I would be time to generate this one, guys, and get this one in the stack for the upcoming creative sprint. Alright, guys, there's so many different features here. This doesn't even touch the surface of what is available for this amazing platform, and I highly recommend you and to go and try this out for yourself. Okay, we haven't even, like I said, touched the surface. Maybe I'll make another video on some of these other amazing new features now in beta. Okay, because these guys are constantly changing, constantly developing what they're doing to give us the very best AI UGC content creators out there. Okay, and highly recommend this. I highly endorse this from the AdWizard team.
How many nights have you lost wondering what he's really doing on Instagram? I use Lulu Loyal, just 8 bucks a week, no logins, no alerts.
I know, guys, you were thinking, what does it look like finally when you got some subtitles on it as well? And we have done that, so just to show you what these can look like with some text on it as well.
It's right. This shows you the truth of what he's doing on the gram in seconds, because
So here we can add some text over the top of the reaction of the lady.
Ladies, if your intuition feels off, trust it. You deserve honesty. You're not paranoid. Your intuition is your superpower. Uncover the truth of what he's hiding on the gram.
Ladies, trusting your intuition isn't crazy. It's powerful. I found Lulu Loyal, $8 a week, no logins, no alerts, just the truth in seconds. Take back your peace. Tap below and own your worth.
And there's a quick preview, guys.
Amazing! Now, guys, is maybe thinking, hey, but Jared, what kind of results can we expect to achieve with this particular ARC ads method? Okay, well, we ran ARC ads, AI UGC ads, and I want to show you the results, guys, because the results are super cool and super interesting. Now, the number one thing to look at here is the conversion event is completing registrations, and the target, guys, was $15. Well, look at this. I sorted it for cost per result, so we can see here, it completed registrations. So the cost per result here, don't forget the target is $15, guys, okay? And here are the number of conversions we've had, okay? So as we scroll down here, look at all these amazing results, okay? Completely smashed our CPA, okay? All of these ads here are all arcads.ai ads, okay? We have all of these ads were created using arcads.ai, and look at these results, okay? Now it starts to taper off, okay? But as you can see here, we're still getting some good results, starting to taper off. But we can see, guys, okay, the amazing impact that arcads.ai has on our creatives. These AI UGC guys, okay, really interesting, where they are absolutely obliterating our CPA KPI, guys. Absolutely amazing. Just wanted to share that with you as well. Not just how we do it, how we use the tool to get the best results, but for the results that we have had as well, showing you guys the amazing results you can achieve using arcads.ai for your AI UGCs, okay? So hit me a comment down below if you got any questions. Guys, if you want to try arcads.ai for yourself, okay, there's a link in the description down below. Click the link below to access it today and want to add it to your ad stack. Guys, I'd love to hear how ArcAds are working for you. And that's it for today, guys. Hopefully now you have a really good understanding as to how to use customer personas in order to generate high-performing scripts, which then you can use in a tool like ArcAds, which we absolutely love, to create AI UGC ads. Guys, hit me a comment down below if you got any questions. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I appreciate every single one of you. I'm your boy, Jerry the AdWizard. You can find me on LinkedIn at Jerry Griffiths, on Instagram and X at Jerry AdWizard, and at Jerry Dreadlocks everywhere else. If you'd like to watch a video on how to maximize and harmonize with your Meta Ad AI to get the best results for your Meta ads, click this video over here. I've got a step-by-step walkthrough process methodology video that does a deep dive into exactly what I mean, guys, so you can train your Ad AI. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'm your boy, Jerry the AdWizard, and wherever you are in the world, I bid you peace and love and a wonderful rest of your day. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one.